Welcome finally to the Asphalt Anarchy YouTube channel. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and finally I've gotten the guts to do it. As you all may know, we lost our old race car, the Olive, in a really bad wreck, and it could not be saved. It's destroyed. So we're starting fresh with the RA Celica. Now this car luckily had a 3/4 chassis in it, and we just need to complete the chassis. So we're doing the Firewall forward, new tin work, engine, wiring, paint, pretty much complete the car. We've got some really trick parts that we're going to put in it. Hammer concepts and designs, tin soldier race cars, strange brakes, strange struts, CJ race car. We've got some really cool branded parts, so I'll show you them as well. Just stick around and follow us on this epic build, and hopefully you enjoy the content. Thank you. A quick rundown on some parts we've got for this car. So we've got the CJRC window net, some billet goodies. We've got the strange brakes for the front. We've got the struts, which are over here. Some strange struts valved by tin soldiers for no prep. Hammer concept and designs billet strut cups, which is a cool little bit of gear. We've got the hammer concept tail shaft enclosure, lower control arm billet mount kit, lower control arms. We got a Race Tech seat, courtesy of Warhorse. We got the Power Glide reed case there, and some RC Comp 17-inch spindle mounts, courtesy of MC Civil. So we've got some cool gear. But unfortunately, I didn't film an intro to this video, getting used to the whole YouTube format. So some things will be done, but not done. But I will take you through the whole time lapse of doing the job of cutting out the front end, laying in all the rails and everything. So stay tuned. We've got some cool time lapses and some explanation videos along the way. So I machined down a couple of these little slugs or tubes just to join the old frame rail to the new frame rail. Just had to machine one side of it down. Just the old frame rail has a little bit of a thicker wall, so had to machine it down a little bit, just a 1 mil step just to slide it in. So we'll just check that out and see if it works. So it turned out it worked perfect. Just got to clean up the old tubes a little bit, slide them in, rosette weld the top and bottom, and then run a ring around, put the new frame rail tube on, run another weld around, go from there. So I'll put you on time lapse while we do that. Alright, so we got that one all done. Load off. I got to do a couple more passes just to fill it in. Just a bit gappy, but strapped it down just so to make sure it sat in the jig nice. I'll tack it to the jig now so that it doesn't pop back up or move around or anything, and then I'll move on to the next one. That is all the welds and rosette joints done. Frame rails are tacked in to the jigs, so they're dead straight, dead level, all the way down to the back. And next step will be mocking up the struts, chopping some of the firewall out, doing the strut bars, and then the down bars at the front. So So I've missed a fair bit mocking up these shock or wheel jigs. Had to suck them in a fair bit just so I got some sort of a turning circle, because the car is going to be fairly low to the ground. So just building on the last little frame brackets, and then I can start mocking up the top bars, the front down bars, lower control bar arms, and then we can start getting into the rack. But yeah, a lot of work to do. I am going to jump into doing a crossbar just across to join the two rails together before I do any down bars or chop any firewall out to get some bars through the firewall. And then once I get that crossbar in, we'll move on to the next thing. So I'm pretty much just going to measure from rail to rail, outside to out, or inside to inside actually. And then I'll add on, it's 41 mil tube, so I'll add on half of the 41. So 20.5 on either end, and then it'll give me enough for my notches. I've got this awesome little Firewall belt sander, a little cheap shit thing. Works perfect, cleaning up the mill scale off the pipe. There you go, came out magic. I like to use these little sanding fat thick pads from Adler. Do a mad job. So I'm going to measure 444, which is the inside measurement of my chassis rails, and then I'm going to add 41 mil to the end of that, which is my 20.5 for my two notches. So that'll come to 485. Okay, so this is my 485 bar. I'm going to measure my 20.5 mil on either end, mark my center line, and then get my tube notcher out and notch my 2 half circles. Alright, all tacked up. Well, fairly good welds, more than tacked, but she's in there, she's dead straight. Now we move on to chopping out the firewall and starting our down bars and firewall bars. guys, she's all done. I cleaned up the mess because mess does my head in. So everything's cleaned up nicely. Polished up a few of the tubes, but I've got to spend a little bit more time on that. It's a pretty tedious job when the cage is already welded. I've got both my struts mocked up where I want them, the exact caster. So I think on the next episode, we'll do the top bars to the cage, from the cage to the strut cup, and then from the strut cup down to our frame rail. And then after that, I guess we can get onto our lower control arms and then our rack mounts, steering arm, and then we can go ahead and sheet the firewall. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's only a short one just to get us on there, get us happening. Thank you to everybody that pushed me to do it. I've been wanting to do this for many years and just haven't had the guts to do it. So thank you to everybody that pushed me. Thank you to all the sponsors that have jumped on board to help us get this car done and get us back to racing. I hope you really, really enjoy the content that's to come. And remember, like, share, and subscribe. Welcome to the Asphalt Anarchy YouTube channel.